Hello and welcome to this March 7th, 2011 video version of Invested Central's Anatomy of a Trade. I'm Tom Boley, Invested Central's Chief Market Strategist, and it's my pleasure to provide you this week's Anatomy of a Trade. This presentation is brought to you by StockCharts.com, simply the web's best financial charts. Today we are taking a look at a recent chart of the day that we provided to our silver and gold members. This is CBOE Holdings, ticker symbol CBOE. Taking a look at this chart, what we liked about it was the increase in volume that took place in the second week of February. You can see on this breakout here, even though we finished well off the intraday high, we did manage to close above key closing price resistance. And again, with that heavy volume, we like that combination of heavy volume and a price breakout. So that was what initially triggered our interest in the stock, but you can see after it went up for a few days, right here at this black arrow, we actually printed a bearish engulfing candlestick. So at the time, the MACD was pointing straight up, suggesting that the bulls were in control of this chart, this stock, but we did have a short-term reversing candle. That was the day we put it out as our chart of the day and suggested to members that if they were interested, they could look at picking the stock up first at $26, and then if it were to get back down close to this 20-day moving average and close to the breakout area at $25, that would be a good second entry. Now the very next day we dipped down to about $25.60. You can see a few days later we were back under 26 a couple more times. Did just kind of go sideways here for a few days before we got close to the 20-day moving average and then took back off again. So technically, based on the chart of the day that we had put out, we would have only entered half the position at 26 because we never got back to the 25 level. But after we did hit that 26 level entry, CBOE did reverse back to the upside. You can see a couple days later we were back up over $29. Now originally our target was from $28.50 to $29. So just taking a look at that first half position that was entered at $26, even at the bottom of that target range at $28.50, it represented about a 9.6% profit in just 6 trading days. So CBOE made the move we thought it would. Didn't quite get back to $25 to fill out a position, but like we talk to our members all the time, we don't want to be greedy. We felt like that was a good risk-reward strategy to consider a couple of entries between 26 and then down at 25. Had we gotten down to 25, it would have gotten our average cost down to about $25.50, and then we were looking for a push back up to about $28.50 to $29, which we got, like I said, about 6 days later. So CBOE made a nice trade. I still like the stock technically on this most recent push to the upside. You can see that the MACD was still pointing higher. Volume came down a little bit from where it had been on the second week breakout back in second week of February, but volume was still pretty good. You can see the volume had picked up again on this most recent break to the upside. So I think CBOE still looks pretty good. It's got price support down at about $27.80. You've got gap support maybe closer to $27.50, and then of course the 20-day moving average, which I think is probably the best support on the stock, and that comes in at right around $26.79. That 20-day moving average is rising. The Anatomy of a Trade is designed to communicate the trading style of Invested Central. We use technical analysis tools to determine the appropriate timing of entry and exit points on stocks to maximize returns and minimize risks. For more information on the types of services we offer, please visit our website at www.investedcentral.com. Again, that's www.investedcentral.com. Happy trading.